change of heart and then fell back. Old man lived a long life, walked around with a long way. Like Jesus, that Colombiana, that's mere models like. Look at the flick of that wrist. I'm feeling like Leonardo. Let me paint the picture. I might need a bottle. On the road to success, I can fit a throttle. That Michelangelo, hundreds in the envelope. Type when I write. And that old man had a change of heart. Wish he knew it back from the start. Like, looked around, seen his wife on the military all over the whole compound. Soon as he seen it, I swear it, I mean it, my man was gone quicker than Domino's. He in jail, everyone falling like dominoes. Yeah, I've been killing this. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been how they with this. Yeah, I've been killing this. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been how they with this. Yeah, I've been killing that. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been killing that, flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been killing that. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist, flicking that wrist.
Logic. Clockwise, counterclockwise, realest in the top 5. Other 4 ain't rapping. I'm just repping for the side. Yeah, that's coastlines, Panama for the boat rides. Worth billions, and we ain't even need showtime. Just money counters and kitchenware. Condo with a in there. We got rich in there. Been a trophy since Hawaiian Sophie. Curry over Kobe. We shootin'. Splash Brothers with the add in soda. Good fellas to my Aureliotas. Shades of blue, I make you. Let the sky fall, let it rain on you.
Yeah, I've been killing this. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been how they with this. Yeah, I've been killing this. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been how they with this. Yeah, I've been killing that. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been killing that, flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been killing that. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist, flicking that wrist.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, as you get a look at Sports Authority Field at Mile High. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Arizona Cardinals and the Denver Broncos. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. First and 10, it's Palmer. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Holding offense.
And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down, if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
Let's go. Blue 58.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 9 yards on the gain there, so from second and 19, now we've got a 3rd and 10.
Partner, I know we're supposed to be impartial and not root, but be honest. Weren't you excited for the opportunity for David Johnson of Arizona to have 100 yards from scrimmage in each and every game this year?
Yeah, NFL record 15 straight games at the century mark. Disappointingly, though, couldn't get that clean sweep. Just 44 yards in the Cardinals' finale after he was forced to exit with a knee injury.
But how about the way he broke out in 2016? One of the stars of the future in the NFL.
Now, Drew Butler to punt for Arizona, the son of former Bears kicker Kevin Butler. Emmanuel Sanders deep for the Broncos. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. Yeah, Sanders now to return. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. On first and 10, Sanchez completes it to Norwood. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
Out of the gun, Sanchez. Norwood's got it, complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Second down, here's Sanchez. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. An extra DB added here for the Cards on third.
Blitzer play coverage.
Third and long, it's Sanchez. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Turn up. I'm breaking in. I'm at the pearly gates, but they won't let it in. I told the devil, I said, I ain't trying to sin, yeah. No, I ain't trying to sin, yeah. Pray to the Lord, Daddy, let me in. I'm breaking in.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. A pair of tight ends will be on the field today looking to do whatever it takes to give their team an advantage. It's the Bills going up against the Seahawks. With that, let's get you up to Seattle. We're standing by our commentators, Brandon Guy and Charles Davis.
Thank you. much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Buffalo Bills and the Seattle Seahawks. Hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we saw Larry focus on the tight end matchup in his open. You think it's one to watch, don't you?
Definitely one to watch because these guys can create such big plays by all the different things they can do. Line up out wide, in the slot, line up in a normal tight end position, and then who are you going to cover them with? Is it a linebacker, a defensive back? They create mismatches all throughout the game.
Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss. And that's exactly what he did on that play.
Robert Woods, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Robert Woods, 77 yards, and the Bills have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Tyler Lockett now with a return. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a pickup of 14 there. And it'll give the Seahawks a first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
And Graham's got it over the middle. That throw good for 4. It's second down. On second down, Wilson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a third down. Still in search of the first down after that last completion.
Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on third down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass. They go read option with Wilson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll run the option left. And he is going to lose. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
After the penalty, it's McCoy. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Ataba Rubin makes the stop. Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards. out of the gun. It's Taylor. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. For McCoy this year, 5th time in his 8-year career that he's topped the 1,000-yard mark. Charles, first time he's done it with the Bills, though, finished with 1267.
And he's the type of player that you can build around. And what I mean by that is, as a runner, as a pass catcher, he does a little bit of everything, and he opens up the offense for everyone else around him, the complementary players. But he's a guy, heavy-duty ball carrier, and also get him in space, and he can break people down.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Charles Clay, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills will extend their lead. And he's a reliable target. He's more than that, though. Look, I'm not going to say he's the best tight end in the league, but he's solid.
Yeah, because he's able to block, and that's almost a lost art for a number of the tight ends in the league now, because the most popular guys are almost what we call move tight ends, more like receivers, but those guys who can do it all, there's still a place for them in the NFL.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Lockett, the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now Wilson on 1st down. It's caught outright by Graham. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. You know, Charles, for Graham, so much concern early in the season about whether he'd be ready to play this year, what would happen recovering from the tendon. Not only was he ready, he played every game this season for Seattle.
And it wasn't just the injury concern with Jimmy Graham. It's how Seattle runs their offense.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. Now Wilson. He's going to float into a double team, and it's intercepted.
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We've got two running backs we're hoping for plenty of running lanes on that field today. It's the Dolphins going up against the Panthers. With that, let's get up to Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. Here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Carolina Panthers. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
So, bad mistake there by the kickers. The ball goes out of bounds. Tannehill now, they give to Ajayi. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
For someone who piled up the yardage that Ajayi did in 2016, I think it was a strange type of a year. How many runners do you know that will end the season with more 200-yard games on the ground than 100-yard games and end up over 1,000?
Very, very strange. 3 200-yard games, just 1 100-yard game. All in all, though, how do you see a season? Rough start, but looked pretty good in the end.
Rough start, but a really good offensive line that continues to grow. I think the future's really bright for Ajayi and the Dolphins next season.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he finds Stills, complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So opening drive, 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, and the ball should be there. And then they can do some work afterwards.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. And Stills over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here, 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. He dumps it off to Drake. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So they come into enemy territory. Nice drive to start the game, but they probably wanted 6. They only got 3.
I agree with you totally. That's the expectation. When you get the ball and you start moving it and you're rolling, you think you're going to end up in the end zone. But they should be happy with the 3. A good way to get things going here in this game.
They come out here in the I. They'll run. This is Jonathan Stewart. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Second down following the run. This is Stewart again. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
That play never got off the ground because of the defensive front. They owned the offensive line, which allowed the linebackers to see their openings and run straight to the ball. That's why that play just never had a chance.
Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. Newton. So certainly the Dolphins get the football in great field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations. And there it was right in front of us. Today's NFL, these guys nowadays, they don't just eat up space. They try and get upfield and make plays in the backfield.
Here's Tannehill now on second down. Finding time. On the left side, this is Stills. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. And slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
To throw is Tannehill. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
So they're operating in the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Yeah, I think the blitz there really disrupted the draw.
Yeah, and it's usually when you catch them in a blitz, the draw works pretty well. If you're the offensive coordinator right now, that's visor throwing time, isn't it? Because that's supposed to work in a big way.
The throw on second down is Tannehill. It's caught. Stills right side. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They'll try to run with a J. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. it just never materialized.
Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Tannehill, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And Frank's kick is good. And that will make it 6-0. So that scores now on their first 2 possessions, but it's 6-0. Probably not the kind of scores they were hoping for.
No, not at all, but I think that they've shown that they can have some success against this defense. So they'll go back to the sideline knowing the points are going to be there for the taking.
Now it's Franks following the made field goal to send it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Here's the Dolphins defense as they head out to set up shop. A crew that got the stop last time led to 3 points. Well, that was good, but they're probably thinking, hey, we'll get you the stop again offense. You get us a touchdown here.
Just add to the points total, right? But the defense has to have a ton of confidence. Someone goes for it against you on their own side of the 50. No. Stuff them, turn it over to the offense, and you're right. They'll take 3 on the first time. If they do it again, though, they expect a touchdown.
Yeah, well, first they've got to do it. Let's see if they can. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Larry Ridley. Larry will have highlights and analysis of this first half. I'm guessing mostly defensive. Looking for the...
We're awake, we're alive, got the fire in our eyes. We're the kings, we're the queens, and if this is just a dream, don't wanna wake up. Let this feeling break up. We're running free, running wild, never running out of style. Got the fight, got the stuff, got the never giving up. Not gonna shake us, nothing's gonna break us.
And we've just cleaned the mess of the last player. You're next, bud. This is Gauntlet. Let's understand one thing. If you tank, you still don't get the #1 pick. Get the ball into the hot spot, earn an extra life. It was nice having those extra lives. Now you're back to square one, 6 lives left. I didn't see that one coming. 5 lives left. boss level. Good luck with this. The boss is not forgiving as I am.
Hard to admit that I used to paint. Natural light on a human face. Sets on fire in a schoolmate's face. It's bloom and addiction. A miss and a push and a picnic. Book like a tattooed pigskin look. Pinhead kids in a minute. Drank Kool-Aid from a tube of acrylic. And I grew up in a linseed oil ever linen. Joy to the poison. Voice to the resin. Capture a man with a gesture. Back up, add a little accurate back to the figure. Redo that, move that inward. Zinc white lightning shoots from his fingers. Studios drill with illusion and tinctures. Stay tuned for the spooky adventures. You can imagine the stars that align when a forearm starts foreshortening right over torso.
Okay, do me a favor. Just give me the controller. I'll finish this off. You got 4 lives left.
Cheap rush, then a week goes by and it goes untouched. Then 2, then 3, then a month, and the rest of your life will beat yourself up. I left some seasons eager to fall. I left some work to.
How about this? Do you want me to read the instructions for you? You've got 3 lives left.
Eating up his innards and unfeasible anxiety is brutally committed to relinquishing his privacy, aligning with the trials of the anti-Midas. Snap on the back lawn, look up in the sky. It's
You have 2 lives left. Keep your confidence. 1 life left. You've gotten this far. It's time for your performance review with the boss. Drive home safely. You're out of lives. You went to battle last year. Good luck surviving this year's gauntlet mode. It's not the end of the world. Still 5 lives left. Here you go. All the pressure's on you, my friend. Remember, the ladder moves up and down. You have 4 lives left. Three lives left. All right, it's nitty-gritty time. Just 2 lives left. Still got faith in you. You do well under pressure. 1 life left. You have woken the boss. All right, good job, good luck. Keep practicing. We'll see you again next time. Welcome to Gauntlet Mode. This is Larry Ridley. Trespassing in Gauntlet is your first mistake. Really? That's all you've got? We'll restart this. I'm pretty sure you don't want to play those levels again. Here's your chance to skip it. Here's your ladder challenge. You have 5 lives left. See, I would have passed this, but you didn't, and you got 4 lives left. Like a boss mode. You have 3 lives left. Danger time. Only 2 lives left. Man, it'd be a good time for an extra life challenge. You only have 1 life left. Oh, man, you've got to this level. It's the boss. It's an extra life challenge. There's a new boss in town. Boss level. That'll do it. I'm your host, Larry Ridley. Let me show you what you've won. It's time to activate Gauntlet mode. Okay, let me restart that for you. You failed on your first rep. No big deal. Shake it off. 5 lives left. Four lives left. And it's also high reward, your ladder challenge.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Keep cool. You've got 3 lives left.
319.
I bet you wish you were a little farther. Just 2 lives left.
90.
You have 1 life left.
319.
All right, good job. You tried.